Ladies all around the world, listen up. We're looking for you. The time has come to be unstoppable together. The danger of executive women is worrying we're not enough, obsessed with perfection and failing to perform. You're in the right place. It's now time to be unstoppable together with Connie Fife. She was the director of the United States Chamber of Commerce and CEO of Girl Scouts USA. Sit down, squat down, or lie down. It's time for Up or Out, all business with Connie Fife, your unstoppable diva and chair of the Fife Group, helping women in leadership achieve excellence and be unstoppable together.
We're back and you're listening to Up or Out with Connie, and it's time to turn up the volume because we do have an unstoppable guest today. She takes people who have experienced devastation, death, divorce, and helps them create radical change in their lives, businesses, and their families. She's written 8 books, 5 international bestsellers. She's been nominated for Inc. magazine, 30 Under 30, cover of Evolution magazine, top power player under 40. And I know she just got a couple more awards just recently. She's in the top 1% of U.S. executives. She's part of the Council of American Executives, which is hundreds of media and podcast appearances she's had. She 136 pounds eliminated in 12 months. She gave it all away and she moved to India. She's helped thousands of people. She has hundreds of success stories. She is truly a woman who dares. Melissa Krivachek to Up or Out. How are you?
I'm doing awesome, Connie. Thanks for having me.
Well, you just have such an amazing, amazing story. Now, you said you went to India?
I did earlier this year. It was fantastic and horrible all in one.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah.
I hope it was more satisfaction and great at the same time.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's like, a story of love and pain all at the same time.
Got it.
And so I got married January 7th and we moved to India. We gave everything away, our homes, our cars, and all of our belongings. And then it turns out apparently if you're Muslim, you can have more than one wife. So he was married the last 12 years, unbeknownst to me, who I married him. So I was like, yeah, this is not cool. So bye.
Oh my gosh,
And,
you didn't know that. Oh my gosh.
So I got the shock of a lifetime. So it's one thing to live in a third world country. It's something completely different to live in a third world country and have this happen.
Wow.
Yeah, but
so
the good news is
you're back.
You can recover from anything with the right mindset.
I bet. I mean, oh my gosh. I mean, that had to be a huge recovery. Oh my God. And I mean, to give it all away and then come back. And so you went there very long because you said it was just this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was in India for 29 days, but I've been to other countries too, Mexico, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Canada, everywhere. So I ended up spending the last 10 months traveling globe and just figuring out life, maybe. I don't know what you want to call it, but
right. So how did that take you then? Well, I understand helping people through death and divorce because I'm divorced. Sometimes it felt like it was a death, but and I mean, and I went down that path of trying to recover myself. So I know what you're talking about, but that's amazing. So now you've written a number of books. You have 8 books, 5 international bestsellers. So what are they about? Is there a theme with your books?
Yeah, so everything is about love, success, and happiness. It's about not choosing one or the other, but simultaneously having both at the same time. So I think at the end of the day, each of us wants to have love in our lives, but each of us also wants to have some level of success and fulfillment. So we don't choose success, fulfillment, or love. We choose all 3, but we have to purposely imbalance ourselves to balance our lives. And so that means basically if we say fitness is a priority, then we make fitness a priority. If we say sales is a priority, then we make sales a priority. But that doesn't mean that we give sales and fitness the same amount of time. That just means they're a priority.
Right. Okay. So when you say you don't give them the same amount of time, if they're your priority, is that where So what you're saying is that put your focus there,
Yeah.
and
So like if I need
be all in.
be all in all the time. But
Okay.
here's the other thing to that. If you're going to do that, allocate the right amount of time, resources, effort, energy, and money into that. So for example, if I need to work out, I can work out for 90 minutes. But if I need to make sales calls, well, maybe I need to make sales calls for 4 hours. So I'm not saying you need to do that, but I'm saying like different things require different amounts of time. So not everything is going to be balanced 90 minutes here, 90 minutes there, 90 minutes somewhere else. It's going to be imbalanced, and that's going to make harmony in your home and fulfillment in your heart.
Right, if that's where your focus is. So am I reading this right? You lost 136 pounds?
Indeed.
In 12 months?
Indeed, yes.
Wow, that's incredible. I mean, you were like, you were just driven, and you made that your priority.
Well, so it's not about making something a priority as much as it is about giving it your attention, right?
Okay.
So your energy goes where your attention flows.
Okay.
Or the opposite is true. Your attention goes where your energy flows. And so if you want to focus on fitness, or you want to focus on sales, or your love life, or whatever else, you have to put the amount of energy it requires into getting the result that you want. So when I started a business, I didn't start it with the intention of, I want to make $1 million. Sure, that would have been great. Right. But I started it with the intention of, I want to help people. So who can I help today that would help me acquire that amount of money? Or who can I go to and get fitness advice from so I can acquire the body that I want? It's not about so much as having a goal, but it's about knowing what it's going to take to actually get there. You don't need to know the how. You need to know what it's going to take. What do you need to allocate?
Stay focused on your goal to get there. And then, like you said, what do you need to do along that way to reach that goal?
Also, who do you need to eliminate from your life? So we don't need to add more stuff to our life, right?
Right.
I mean, we all have a million things to do. So if we start with the elimination list, that being, I need to eliminate carbs. I need to eliminate soda or alcohol or whatever is happening in your life. I had my own things going on, right?
Right.
Like, why are we emotionally attached to these foods or this outcome? Or why are we afraid to make sales calls? Or why are we afraid to go to the gym to work out because there's these buff guys there? Well, guess what? There were these guys that were once not buff.
Right. They started somewhere.
Yeah. So they're not, we see the $1 million salesperson, we see the successful business owner, we see, award-winning producers, and we see us as transformational and intimidating at the same time. So we have to figure out, where's the line between intimidation and I need advice from that person so I can move myself up the ladder and move forward.
Wow. I mean, I understand why you are getting so many accolades and recognition in magazines under 30, and you just had 2 awards this past week.
Yes.
State awards, which is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. So is there a certain segment of business that you're coaching?
Yeah, so I love sales. Sales is where my passion lies. I'm obsessed with it, and I don't like people who carry just products, and I don't like people who have freebie sessions or like coach me free all day long type of thing going on. I am anti-free. Because if you look at success,
we can like do a fist bump on that one.
I know. So if you look at people that are successful, we'll take the Grant Cardones, the Gary Vee's, the Tim Ferrisses, those types of people, and we look at how they, climbed this ladder of success.
Right.
It was never because they did free.
No.
They didn't do free. In fact, they focused all of their time, effort, energy, and money and resources and relationships, and how do we scale systematically and sustainably over a long period of time so that we can make the most money possible. When they hit a pinnacle in their business, that is when they said, hey, I now have time and more money than I need, so I can invest back into giving back. That being free YouTube videos, free interviews like this, free whatever. But it wasn't until they hit that pinnacle in their business that they went back and decided, oh, now is a good time for me to give back because I've accumulated the success based on knowledge and hard work. through sales.
Okay, so now I'm going to play devil's advocate here, because what I'm hearing from you is that anti-free, which I'm totally with you. And when you look at some of the marketing gurus out there, that's the first thing that they're saying is you have to give it away free. Mm-hmm. You must, show them what you have, and then they're going to come back and buy. So how does your method and my method, how does your method then go against that, and which is really the status quo today?
Okay, so I'm going to tell you my method. It's very, very simple. Add as much value to a human being as possible. There are two things that I do. The first is very simple. All of us accumulate these thousands of friends on Facebook, and we say to ourselves, okay, now we have thousands of friends on Facebook. Now what are we going to do?
Right.
Obviously, we're going to create a social network, right? So we say we have these friends, but they're not really friends. They're acquaintances. They hang out. They like our statuses and whatever. It's great, or it's not. And I think it's not. So there's a little button on Facebook. It's a little microphone. You hit it, and you just leave a voicemail to somebody's message, and it goes something like this. Hey, Connie, social media is only as social as we are. I would love to connect. If there's somebody that I can introduce you to that I know, I would love to do that. If I can add value to it in any way, because I'm obsessed with sales, let me know, and I'm happy to do that.
Right.
Be the person that they go to for advice. Be the person that they come to when they say, I want to do business with her because she's cool. She cares. She gets it. And she reached out to me, so I feel empowered, and I feel like I can open up to her and say, hey, you know what? I don't have the clients that I want. I don't have the money that I want. I don't have the business that I want, but I want your help. And that's what I'm doing. So the other thing is that I take all of the people that I've interacted with on a regular basis, or even had on my own show. So I wrote this book in 2015, I believe. It's called Millionaires and Money, Sex, Sales, and Seduction. It talks about the correlation between sex and sales, how to seduce your partner, how to seduce your prospect. And as a spin-off of that, I created a show called The Millionaire's Hot Seat. I've interviewed over 200 millionaires and billionaires to date. That being said, every Christmas, December 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, it's usually the first weekend in December, I invite them to my home and I say, hey guys, I just interviewed you for 30 minutes. Why don't you come have drinks, come have food, come have free massages. We joint venture, we connect, we collaborate, we build solidified relationships that extend to business over decades. We don't do this like, let's just like and share and, hang out on social media. That is not what I believe in. I believe in building power through online and offline methods of marketing.
Yeah, you're just making it happen. Love that. Love that. Now, now you mentioned Facebook. Is that the only platform that you use? I mean, I'm a LinkedIn person, and I do something similar on LinkedIn. I don't get on with the boys, but I definitely do that as a referral and back and forth. So do you have a favorite place that you play with on social media, or are you spread across all of them?
No, so I have two. So Facebook and LinkedIn, and that's it. That's the only two places I play. If you're not professional or you don't want to do business, we're probably not going to get along.
Right. Exactly.
If you want to tell me about your party all weekend and you want to tell me like how you spent kind of whatever, no, that's not for me. So good luck. Have a good time. And
I know. Oh my gosh. I get, when I see them, I'm like, delete. And I even have marriage proposals on Facebook. I'm like,
oh, Jesus.
I know. It's like, how do you even get on my page? Like, go away. So I tend to stay, I'm in a couple private groups on Facebook, but my place is LinkedIn. I mean, that's where I play. It's on LinkedIn, but again, doing a lot of the same thing. Well, this is awesome. This is fabulous. I'm so excited that you were here today.
Oh, well, thank you for having me.
So how can our listeners hear more about you?
Melissa@Krivachek.com.
There you go.
Krivachek.com, Facebook.com/Melissa Krivachek, LinkedIn.com/in/Melissa Krivachek.
That's right.
You can just Google me.
LinkedIn. Just Google her because she's out there. Well, thanks, Melissa, for being here. You've been awesome. I just love your energy. I feel like I can learn so much from you.
Good news is we can make that happen because I'm in sales.
There you go, right? Well, that's all we got for today. So check out Melissa Krivachek at melissakravachek.com. Be sure to subscribe with us on iTunes as well, because you don't want to miss any of the good stuff and fabulous guests like Melissa. If there's a topic that you'd like to hear about or guests that you'd like to recommend, send us a message to teamfight@fightgroup.com. It's been great being here with you today. And always ask yourself, if you could do something different today to get a different result, what would that be? I'm Connie Fife, your unstoppable diva. And until next time, be bold, be connected, and be unstoppable together.